guys, it's Kat. I was gonna talk about the pros and cons of dating, and I was recording a video like 5 minutes ago about it, and I kind of got heated on a topic about it, so I'm just gonna talk about that. This is basically, I'm gonna share an experience with you, and then I'm gonna rant a little bit, okay? Last year, no. Yes, last year, 3 months ago. So last year what was 3 months ago? December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. In September, last year in September, I started dating this guy, and I'm not going to say his name because some of you, not some of you, but like, if he ever watches this, I know I'm gonna get a text from him saying, like, why would you post that, you stupid bitch? But, anyways, I started dating this guy, and, I was all for him. I was all for this boy. The problem with me is I fall really hard, really fast. I get attached super easy, and I'm working on it, but it's a problem, and I'm still trying with it. But anyways, we dated for a year, and 3 days, and I remember exactly because he broke up with me 3 days after our 1 year anniversary. But it's been 3 months, and so I'm just now realizing that I'm so much better off without him. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like a weight has lifted off of my shoulders because I'm not with this guy anymore. And it's not just because I hate him or because the typical you just don't like your ex thing. It's because this boy was toxic for me. You're going to meet people in your life who you want to love so badly, and they make you think you can. They make you think you can change them, but in truth, reality, you cannot change anyone. You can't change someone whose ways are set in stone in their mind. You cannot make someone a forgiving, kind person. You can't do that. You can't make someone be someone who can love people either. Like, that's just not something you can do. So anyways, when I first started dating him, it was fine for the first couple of months. Like, we were basically inseparable. And I'm gonna be honest, it was a long distance relationship, but I did meet him. But we were inseparable via texting, calling, Kik, Snapchat, Skype, all that shit, you name it. But shit started getting suspicious when when he blocked me on Snapchat, and I asked for his Instagram because I knew he had one, and I know he has a Twitter, because I would occasionally go look at it, because, I don't know, it was a whole nother story why I would go look at his Twitter. I didn't think he was cheating or anything, but like, well, I did, but that was only after I saw his Instagram and shit. But I asked for his Instagram and he told me no, so I went on his Twitter and I got his Instagram from there because girls are good at investigating. And hang on. I saw that he was posting pictures with all these other girls. They would be drinking, he would be kissing their cheek or hugging them. And I'm not the jealous type, but I know when something looks suspicious. Like, most girls aren't jealous, really. They just know when something looks suspicious, and if something looks suspicious, it's because something's going on. And I'm not saying that boys aren't like that too. Like, boys don't easily get jealous. Like, no one gets jealous easily, honestly. It's just something looks suspicious. You get upset because you're like, if it looks like that, that might be what it is. And that's alarming. That's like, that's something you don't want to go through. You don't want to go through someone cheating. Nobody wants to go through that. But anyways, so I asked him about it, and I would get mad about it, and I would text him, and I'd be like, yo, can you, like, you know how this makes me feel. Like, it hurt my feelings because these girls were so much prettier than I was. They were thinner, and they were funnier, and he seemed to be more into them than he was into me. And so I said, you know how this makes me feel. You know it makes me feel less than what you deserve. And can you not do that? And he was like, sure. And then he blocked me on Instagram, and he blocked me on Twitter. And when I asked about it, that's when it started getting really bad. Like, he would call me fat, and he'd call me a bitch and say I'm a slut for all the guys that I'd slept with prior to him and whatnot. And, which was only one by the way. And so I had my friends, I feel so bad for them because they had to sit here and listen to all these problems that I had with him when they were telling me you should just break up with him, and I didn't listen because I thought I loved him. I thought that I was in love with this boy, but I wasn't. I wanted to be loved, and that's normal. Like, everybody wants to be loved. Sometimes you just don't find it as early in life as you think you will. So, finally, some stuff went down, and I couldn't take it anymore, and I knew he wasn't going to break up with me over nothing, because he liked my attention. He liked my constant affection for him. Like, he liked the fact that I gave him so much confidence and so much ego boost. Like, he liked how I felt about him. He liked controlling me like that. So, I lied to him about something, about a secret or something. I lied to him, because I couldn't take it, and I knew he wasn't going to break up with me. And as much as it hurt to, like, lie to him like that, because I knew I'd be losing a really big part of my life that had consumed my life for almost a year, like, at that point. Because that was at our 1-year mark that I told him that lie. I'm not gonna say what it is, because it's really stupid, and you're gonna be like, why would you lie about that? But, he couldn't handle what I had told him. And part of me was really hoping that he would just be like, oh, no, it's fine. Like, we can get past that. I didn't say I cheated or anything, because, let's face it, who would cheat with me? Not that cute. But, like, it's just stupid, because I thought I was so in love with this guy, and he didn't even care about me. Like, he liked the things that I could give him. He liked the affection and the attention and the confidence that I gave him, but he did not care about me personally. And so it's been 3 months, and I've taken a step back, and I realized that I'm lucky to get out when I could, because I feel so much happier. I never knew I was depressed with him until I started to be happy again. And that's the scary thing about being in an abusive relationship of any form, because that's what it was. He abused me emotionally and mentally. And the scary thing about being in an abusive relationship is half the time you don't know that you're really struggling until you're done. And sometimes people don't get out of them fast enough, and they kill themselves. Or they do something drastic and they end up in jail, and that's just not how you want to live your life. So here's time for the rant, okay? Everyone in this world deserves second chances. I believe that firmly. And he deserves someone that can ease whatever problem he has going on, that he needed to use people like he used me. Everyone deserves someone that can help them with their problems, but you also deserve someone that not only makes you want to be better, tells you that you can be better, but not in the way that it sounds. Not saying, you're fat, you should lose weight. They want you to be healthy, because that means that they'll get more time with you, if that makes any sense. You all deserve someone who sees galaxies in your eyes, and someone who like, can't stand not looking at you because you're so beautiful or you're so handsome. You deserve someone who makes you feel like you are the only person in the universe. The only person in the universe. And you know, it's okay, because you're not gonna find that while you're 12 or 13 or 14. You may think you're in love, but take it from me, love isn't real until you've had time to grow as a person. And if you don't like yourself, then there is no room to love someone else in your life, because then you're going to be second guessing everything you do, and you're going to think you're not good enough for them the whole time. You need to learn to love yourself before... Sorry, my neighbor. You need to learn to love yourself before you love someone else, because if you can't love yourself, you cannot love someone else. And that it's as simple as that. Like, just find someone who you want to spend every waking second of the day with, and that wants the same for you. Find someone you deserve. You deserve, like, you all deserve the best in life, and find that. Find that and be happy with it. And if you ever wonder if the grass is greener on the other side, don't wonder at all. Don't try and check to see if it is, because usually the grass is only greener on the other side because it's fake. Okay, so that's my story. That's my rant. Just moral of the story, find someone who loves you the right way, and not someone who loves you just because they love what you can give them. And check back in with me tomorrow. Peace.